Some people have already got their luggage. But we haven't. Here we are, 7105. Key card is in an envelope. The rope's red. Don't do it so fast. That's great. Okay. This is Cunard's Queen Victoria. We're on deck 7, starboard side. There's our balcony stateroom, number 7105. It's a slot for a key, which is a plastic thing, and in come so on the back is all about the assembly station, and you also have to watch a video on the TV for the safety when you get on board. No slot for the electric, so it's on all the time. This is the card that you have to put in if you want to make up the room, or you don't want the room made up. This goes in the key slot outside, light switches here. On the right hand side is the ensuite. There's a step up, but there's always a step up on a ship. So here you have the shower with the complimentary toilets these days in one big thing instead of the small ones, but we always bring our own. Washing line if you need it at the top. Unfortunately it's a fixed head shower, so you can't adjust it. You can adjust the temperature with the bottom dial, and the top one turns it on and off, and there's a handrail. Now, to give you an idea of size, I will step in and show you in the mirror. The curtain and the shower is there, so you do get a little bit of room, not much, but it is a little bit. The loo is your typical ship's loo, or airline loo, in other words. Everything is sucked out, not flushed in the normal way. You've got bath sheets, hand towels and flannels. The shaver stroke toothbrush charger there. The British toothbrush does fit into that. It's also adjustable between 240 volt and 115 volt. Everything else on there is ours. That's one of the freebies for body lotion. That's the other one. That's liquid soap. Underneath there is an air freshener. That's ours. I always bring one because you're in an enclosed room. Big mirror, but only the 2 shelves. You've got underneath another shelf in a bin, and a spare toilet roll and tissues. Over on this side you have wardrobes, proper wardrobes with hanging space, which is quite large for long items. Long dress doesn't touch the bottom. Loads of hangers, but I always bring my own skirt hangers. On this side we've got shelving and another hanging space and a digital safe. It's quite large inside. I've got my 11-inch iPad, fits in there with room to spare. Then you've got another wardrobe here, again with long hanging space. We've got one life jacket in this wardrobe, one in the other wardrobe. And you come in here and you have a queen size bed, which makes it just over a king size. It's actually 5 foot 6 inches wide. Very comfortable. It's like a memory foam mattress, which is nice. Then you've got bedside table on each side with 3 drawers in each. Your light switch for your bedside lamp is down there. Light switches at the back are for the main lighting. Here you've got coat hooks, which we found useful as we're on a cruise late in the year. It has been a bit chilly and wet. Then you've got a flat screen TV on the wall. Underneath the bed you have a drawer this side and a drawer this side, so there's plenty of hanging space and cupboard space. As mentioned before, this is the other side of the bed. There's also a 2-seater bed settee, which, as there's only the 2 of us, we haven't used that except to sit on. Coffee table. On this side it's a lovely mirror for doing your hair and your makeup. And you've got tea, coffee making facilities, etc. Then what you have here is a dressing table with drawer underneath. On this side there's another drawer and the hair dryer they provide, but the unit is stuck to the drawer, so you can't move it to anywhere else if you want to use your own. Under here is a fridge, nothing in it really except what you put in it. Now, power points, we've got 1 British, you've got 2 European, 1 here and 1 where the kettle plugs in, and you've got 2 American. Bearing in mind that American is only 115 volts, anything you charge on that will take longer than it would on the British or the European one. Now, as for the size, well, the room itself, the measurements is 8 foot wide, sorry, 8 foot 10.5 inches wide. Then the window, or rather the doors to the balcony to the wardrobe, is 15 foot. Going beyond that, from the edge of the wardrobe to the door, is another 6.5 feet. Now, this balcony is the biggest balcony we've ever had on a cruise ship. We're at sea at the moment and the weather's not great because we're in the Bay of Biscay, but I will just give you a quick tour of the balcony. So you've got 2 chairs which recline and a table. As you can see, and here, the weather's not the greatest. And you have a lip to step over. Remember to do that on your trip. Now, back indoors. The balcony is 9 foot wide by 7 foot 1 inch deep, which is kind of nice. The step over is 5 inches wide. Including the balcony, the whole thing is approximately 251 square feet. So I hope you find that useful. Now the other thing with Cunard, which is a bit different from P&O, is the labels on your luggage when you're due to disembark has to be removed. And then these ones that they put on your bed 2 days before you're due to disembark go on your suitcases. You then leave them outside the door on this particular cruise, which is Queen Victoria, by 11 PM at the very latest, the night before disembarkation, but they really want you to put them outside before you go to dinner. This is if you want them to unload the cases for you. You can unload them yourself if you wish, but the stipulation is that you have to carry them off the ship without any help. So hopefully this has been useful to you. Before we boarded the Cunard ship, we went online and looked at what you are and not allowed to bring on board. What we found was that they do not allow any extension leads, no matter what type. When we got into the cabin, sorry, they call it a stateroom, when we got inside there was a note saying do not charge anything overnight and do not leave the cabin whilst you're charging things, which did make it a bit difficult, so we spent a lot of time on the balcony. All in all, the cabin has been really comfortable and the cabin steward has been fantastic. His name was Ricky and he couldn't do enough for us.